Pretty clear. We all good?
Hello. Welcome everyone.
Yeah, you're sir. What is that? Oh,
Is the mic too loud?
Actually, I'm trying to adjust people's sounds, to be honest.
pretty good.
You guys can hear me, right?
Yes. Slightly turning you up.
Yeah. How are you doing? Hi Chaotic, hi Kingu, hi Casta is already there since Casta has been lurking for an hour.
Jeez.
Oh yeah. Hi Draken, hi Respawn, hi Vader, hi Volume, and we have a new guest. Introduce yourself.
Hey, I'm Nalyd.
Hi, how are you doing? You're a
Good.
YouTuber, right?
I guess so. That's what they say.
He's a very talented one. I've been following him for a while.
Yeah, same here. I love the guy. He's sick.
I
That's
appreciate
great. First of all, happy second anniversary for
Yay.
7 Deadly Sins.
Yay!
It's an anniversary, I suppose.
I suppose it is.
Think so?
Yeah,
I
it's
think it's an
something.
anniversary.
I'm not hating on the anniversary,
excuse.
but I'm not overly hyped for it because I know JP's anniversary is going to be the real anniversary.
We did should talk about the anniversary last podcast. We said that there's nothing gonna drop, and I was hoping that JP got the patch note for DN, and that's not their anniversary. So I was hoping that when Global gets the patch note for DN, we would actually get something special for us,
Yeah.
and that didn't happen.
Well, I'm not even going to say we got diamonds on login.
What diamonds?
The 30 diamonds for the 77k likes.
Dropping big rewards, boys. Very yourself.
Yeah, that's the big rewards.
The free banner is nice. The Ant's banner is actually pretty good. The rates are
That's pretty crazy, to be honest.
like. I feel like if they would have just made the rates on the banner slightly better, the anniversary would have been slightly more like hype, because like the banner is just 0.25, just like every other fest banner. If it was like 0.5, I would
agree.
like that's an anniversary banner. But like,
We need to be better on a lot of things, man. Just in general.
yeah. Well, I mean, they're 4% across the board. It's not like the worst thing ever. I've seen worse.
Who else agrees that by now we need a GSSR in every multi? I know it sounds OP, but it's getting to the point where coins are so needed.
True.
We've needed that for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, wasn't there
guaranteed SSR?
pity system way back then? Every 5 multis was the guaranteed SSR, but they took that out because of the like guaranteed like pity markers.
Yeah.
It was only if you didn't pull an SSR that it went up, but I've always never understood why they didn't add that system along with the mileage system, so that way people... Because the mileage system is kind of like nerfing you in a way, because it's like, oh, you only get a guaranteed SSR here and here, where, you know, if you're getting really bad luck, it's just going to make you feel that much worse.
Yeah, and then when they do shenanigans like the banner is good, but you pull nothing until those pity markers, and then the pity markers suck because they're not guaranteed like festivals. It just feels bad.
Yeah.
What's your longest shaft?
Voters.
What's your longest streak using diamonds and you haven't pulled a single SSR?
Festival Gother was mine.
So when did Dark Millie left the game? Like 2 months ago?
I think it was a little over a month ago.
Yeah, I haven't pulled a single SSRs on the Scotty banner and on the banner before her. I don't remember which one. Oh yeah, Milaskila too. So these two banners, I haven't pulled a single SSR. 600 and I believe 30 diamonds, 0 SSRs.
That feels awful.
I went 900 on King's banner and pulled like a combined of like 4 or 5 SSRs.
At least the
Including, like,
SSR that you can
pities.
use for Super Awakening coins. I haven't pulled an SSR. The last SSR I pulled was on the End's banner, which I pulled 1 Escanor after all these wasted diamonds for stamina potions. And
So far, I've done like 150 gems on the Anne's banner and pulled 1 SSR. Which is still kind of like, meh.
I don't mind the 4% rates, but like they should definitely make the festival rates higher than like the off banner rates for sure. Like they should not even be close to the same rates. Like having a 0.5 difference is not enough. It should be like a 0.5 per festival and then 2.5 for like the other units. so that way you can actually guarantee yourself a good pull if you get a SSR. Because like, there's no like animation in this game like Dokkan that guarantees you like, oh, this is a festival or this is a new unit. Like it's just an SSR until you see what the unit is.
Make it 7%, as King said.
Even if they kept it at 4%, I think just getting rid of the random coin shop banner units that are in the banner, just the old stuff nobody cares about. If it's supposed to be a festival banner, like make the SSR list short and sweet, so that way you get something that you need out of it, and then the rates are higher for the units.
Yeah, like there at least 6 of those units in that banner you can completely just, I think it's the red coin ones, you can just literally just toss them out. They don't need to be there, and then the banner's even better.
Yeah. Exactly.
Because I my 300 pity, I pulled red melee. It's like, bruh.
Why did you
flat screen restoration if I needed? Like, not the
Or
best,
at least
but
make it to where the pity markers are just like, there's definitely no way this is a coin unit.
they need the GSSR, like the 3 choices you can get on each 300, 600. So like the 3 Archangels, then the like say 3 Catastrophe units or something. You know, like that would be probably better, I suppose.
Kind of like the Matrona banner, where at the 300 mark you get to pick one of the 3 older units, and then on the 600 one, it's just like there's only one good choice. But obviously, if Ragnarok Deanne was on the banner, I would go for her for that like 600 marker or Matrona, because I already own Matrona, and I want more Rag Deanne copies. But yeah, I get your point. That'd be kind of nice. Like the 300 pity markers are like the 600 banner units that are exclusive, and then the 600 marker is just maybe like a variant of units that are like special too before you get to the 900 marker. That way you have more options for selections. That'd be kind of cool.
Just revamping the mileage system seems like it's necessary at this point.
Yeah.
We did talk like last podcast a lot about the anniversary and how some of us were disappointed. I don't want to repeat that again. I don't like spread too much negativity about the game because the game is in a very bad spot right now, so I don't want to be too much negative about the game situation. But what do you guys think about Diane as a unit? Let's forget that this is the anniversary and talk about Diane as a unit.
She is a solid unit that could have been better.
Well, I mean, okay, I don't think it would have been good if she was better necessarily, because like we don't want them to keep giving us super OP units. We don't want the meta to be broken every single time they release a festival. I think she's fine exactly the way she was. I think she was a really well done, like well-rounded unit. My personal opinion.
Let me rephrase that. Her 1/6 ultimate should have been better.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'll give you that one.
Her ultimate just infuriates me.
It infuriates me too, because it should do things, but it does nothing.
Wait, what does the ultimate do?
Okay, so the problem with her ult is that it's the same ult as Sariel, but they shafted her Quell effect that it's 5% and not 50%, where Sariel's at 1/6 is 50% with a lower multiplier on the ultimate, which would be 300. The other thing that triggers me is that she has a heal on hers, but it's 3% at level 1 and 50% at level
It's just 1/6, isn't it?
So it's just like
very bad.
it's like her ultimate is completely like sabotaged because of the effects.
Yeah.
King's saying that Sariel is actually 5%.
No, the Quill effect. The Quill effect is 50% at rank 1.
Hold on, let me.
Do you really
Open up
need
and
to
check.
stop shafting? Do you need to stop shafting anniversary units, especially the anniversary unit or the festivals in general, with their ult levels? Like the difference between 5/6 Festival King and 6/6 Festival King is like it's like you have a new unit.
20% is just crazy, isn't it?
That was one thing that really upset me about Bond, is the fact that only at 6/6 does it get an additional effect. Like if it was at 3/6, I could maybe let it slide a little bit more, kind of like Cusack. But even then,
exactly.
like having to get 3 copies or even 5 extra copies for a character just to get an additional effect that he should have probably had in the first place is kind of ridiculous.
Also, Margaret, because I like for the longest time I didn't know that Margaret has an extra passive if you have her 6/6 until I faced her in PvP.
Yeah, and her 6/6 passive is actually really good.
It's a game changer ult because it turns off my whole team.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, back then when they did the Red Easton, like Awakening Easton, and the Cusack banner, they gave you a free copy once you hit pity, along with the extra pity. So with that 3/6 ultimate, you would legitly had a good chance as a free to play to actually get 3/6 because you got 2 copies for free. I feel like that 3/6 marker for like the effect would be great if they went back and for certain festivals they just gave you a free copy for it in the pity marker. Just you get pretty much 2 copies for free at the end. Because that's what they did with Cusack and Awaken Easton, and everyone loved those banners, but they were so like easily skippable because those units were not super hype at the time.
Yeah, so, whenever they give out those free copies, it doesn't feel like they're trying to reward players. It feels like they're trying to entice them to spend gems when they know that it's not a super hype unit, which is unfortunate. You would think that they would want to try to compensate and like reward the player base for playing the game, but instead they're like, well, this isn't going to make as much money as the other banner did, so we're going to give you a free copy if you pull.
I mean, to be fair though, Cusack is aging really well now. Like he was really bad at launch, and then like I regret not getting Cusack because like he was really bad off launch, and he's just better now.
He was always decent, but I know what you mean. It didn't seem as exciting as other units at the time.
Well, he was literally ran after Margaret, which was the hype.
Yeah.
Do you think Diane's ult at 1/6 is worse than Gother's ult?
No.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
It's not. Okay, so Gother's 1/6 ult effect, you do maybe 50k across the board. Diane, you can at least hit 100k at best.
50k is too much. Like, you're being generous for Gother. 20k is max.
Yeah, I'm not even kidding. 20k sounds about right. I was so disappointed in Gother when he dropped. I was, God.
Oh, to be fair,
I just spent 900 on this.
I have him 3/6 now, so maybe that's where the 50k is coming from. He's 3/6 now.
And I think the delete card effect on his
6/6 is so crazy.
His delete card effect's bad because he doesn't remove your ult gauge, so you can merge right into an ult.
It almost benefits the enemy, like in some cases.
I think
it's going back into that item we need for SA.
I've legit lost matches because Gother gave them their ultimate.
Yeah.
All right.
Remember that item we spoke about before, where you can do people's ult with like just a random their coin. It's like a Supreme Kai in Dokkan kind of thing. Where I swear they had it in the files before and then just never ever seen it. It never come up.
So you're talking about just like a generic coin that you can feed them?
Like for any, so you can get anyone's ult level up 1 because of this coin. You know what I mean?
I feel like I remember like people talking about that, and like I think it was around like the 1-year anniversary or so. People were like, "Oh, why don't we have this yet? Like the game's been out long enough."
Yeah,
that would be a huge game changer.
Definitely.
For like just like the a one-time use, or is it like you can do it until you get 6/6?
I think it would be just like a rare material that you get every now and then.
Yeah.
Also, did you guys remember the UR pendant?
The UR pendant? No, I don't remember that one actually.
I remember seeing that in the files. Like seeing that leaked. There's an SSR pendant, and then there was a UR pendant leaked from like the start of the game, literally the start of the game, and it never came out.
When they allow people to get their units to level 100, that's when you're gonna have to get the new pendant.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Something like that.
My thing is like farming all these demons is getting really kind of like I'm over it at this point. So they better make it an easy way to get demon materials because I want to skip ticket that most of the time.
Yeah, I don't want to do it.
There's one event that you can just get multiple different like mats from.
Like if you can beat it on hell, you should be able to skip ticket it.
Yeah.
True.
I would love the for the burial of the deer.
I mean, they're adding it for the grotto sooner rather than later. We're getting it in the next update, which is huge. I just wish there was a hour sands and the reward for the grotto. I feel like that needs to happen. The hour sand has got to get in that grotto.
Yeah.
Have you guys been keeping up with the news? Do you know that
Lane banner?
dropping on JP?
Yeah.
What is it?
Do you know that Lane dropping for JP?
Yeah, I've been looking at that actually over the last little bit.
Lane. She's an actual support for the old Festival King, who is also getting a relic.
Yeah.
Old Festival King is getting a relic where he's going to apply bleed to all enemies for 1 turn when the hero deals an AoE damage. So once he used the poison, he's gonna apply bleed as well.
That's not. I don't know. That relic seems kind of underwhelming, to be honest, for him.
Looking like a must summon for me. I don't know. What you?
Yeah, totally must summon. What do you mean, man? Elaine's broken.
If you skip this, I don't know what you're doing with your life.
Do we know if there's pity markers that are guaranteed? Like, are you able to pick up like Lily at 600? Why wouldn't you? It would only make sense.
It could be Lilia, I suppose. It could be Lilia or Wingling. No, that one. It'd be both. It'd be either lane you can pick, the old one or the new one.
Yeah, it's just at 600 you get her specifically.
Yeah.
That's it.
Hey, which Lily is it? Is it the red one or is it the blue one?
Guys, if we get like the
Lilia
second Fairy
and
King,
Summer Merlin, both are on the ban.
I would be like, this would be a must summon banner if either both Summer Merlin and or Lilia were 600 worthy pity. Like, if you could pity them, it'd be a good banner. But since you can't pity them, it's just gonna bait people to summon and waste their gems for nothing for a mediocre unit.
definitely.
The whole game is a bait at this point.
She's a mediocre unit right now. But look at like Arthur when he came out, Excalibur Arthur. He was lower than mediocre. Do you know what I mean? He was like the.
Sariel went.
Sariel's still decent.
Everyone says Sariel is the new Arthur for the Archangels, and it's been over 2 months, and no, it's not.
Well,
I feel like the new Sariel
now.
can kind of hold his own. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think he's quite Arthur level, but he's pretty decent by himself.
If you slap him on a full Archangel team, he's the reason why that team is meta right now, or arguably be like meta. You take Goddesses off, and the team just flows so much better.
Mm.
It's not like the biggest buff, but it's definitely a buff that they needed.
So real quick, I've been using the green Sariel in PvP on my Summer Merlin melee team.
Yep.
I replaced him with Chandler because, like, I don't know, I felt like I needed a taunt unit, and ever since I swapped Chandler for Sariel, I've actually been winning a lot more matches. I've been doing so well because I can always fall back on green Sariel as like a DPS or something if I start to lose the match. He has surprised me in so many ways.
His cleave card is like just absolutely chef's kiss in my opinion. I've fallen in love with cleave cards. If a character has cleave, I want the unit.
The AoE cleave is definitely a lot better. It does make him hit really hard on those units that just can't tank it. Like, he destroys Cusack.
Kind of nuts.
Melee at 3-6 wipes on entire teams. You don't need to have Dark Melee at 6-6 to wipe teams. Just at 3-6, he can take out one.
Yeah, 3-6 is really powerful.
Once 3-6, he does damage.
I mean, if you get 6-6, you're just guaranteed to win the game. So
Yeah. To be honest, even like 4 or 5-6 is gonna wipe really.
he does like, I think the hardest I've seen him is like 1.8 billion or million damage, like off of geared. I'm like, bruh, you think you hit hard enough?
The day I see a unit hit 1 billion damage is the day I fucking quit this
That's what
game.
we quit.
Don't worry, no, it's gonna be Purgatory Bond 2.0. He's coming as a Ragnarok unit.
Blue Bond!
Yeah, he's gonna be blue.
He's gonna be blue.
There's a new event also dropping on JP called Ancient Holy War. I don't know what this is, but it seems
That's good, man. That's good.
like AOF event. I think.
I'm kind of excited for this one.
Yeah.
What do you know what it's about now? Because I haven't really looked into it.
From what I've seen from the patch or from the dev notes and stuff like that, it's supposed to be like you pick whether you want to be on the side of the like the archangels or the demons, and then the player base sort of just like completes missions, I think, for like either side, and the one that comes out on top gets more rewards for like a period of time or whatever. So it's like a seasonal thing, I think.
So like this is like the scenario for like Dokkan battles, JP versus Global, when they do those little like face-offs.
Could be, yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Have y'all ever played For Honor?
I played it a little bit,
Like
not
a
enough to know
long time
mechanics
ago.
though.
So they have a thing like when you get into the game, you pick if you're gonna be on the knight side, the samurai, or the
Oh, it's faction
yeah.
wars.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
remember.
it's I think it's gonna be very similar to that.
Yeah, it's just a faction war. Okay.
Well,
So just go
we'll
where the
see.
whales go and you'll be good. I'm definitely going wherever Goddess Liz is not. I think that's for sure.
Speaking
I
of
mean,
whales,
wouldn't it be better if they had all races?
Well,
Yeah,
okay,
they-
so
they're
it's
like
stigma
troll.
versus commandments.
Yeah, it's stigma. Yeah.
Ah,
speaking of whales, the best whale mode is coming back. It's 4v4, guys.
oh
no.
well.
Time to bust out my archangels.
PvP?
Is it for geared or ungeared this time?
Ungeared, of course.
Oh
I mean-
no.
I'm not gonna do.
I'm not gonna lie, my team holds up fine in 4v4. Catastrophes are just built
Same.
to hold up. It's just if you go against Bond, you lose.
Looks like
I-
I'm running Bond.
My
Yeah.
Archangel team does really well against Bond, though.
The good thing that Bond team is not really that good in 4v4 because
Fuego sucks.
sometimes they get the Twigo cards and they just get shafted, so you don't have any Bond cards. So you might have a chance of winning against Bond.
Well, the
So-
4v4 Bond team is going to be Terry, Keo, Bond, and Excalibur Arthur if they're smart. How many Ignites are going to be put on the field with Keo?
Just
Yeah, but how many people are smart?
5% of the community.
Do
Listen,
you
this
think
is a
Velasco
beautiful
is going to be
community.
used for 4v4?
I hate Bond so much.
Thank
I
you,
hate the
Ethan.
Bond team. I hate it with passion.
It looks like they have the faction rewards, like teams for like whether you win or lose. They have the rewards posted. It looks very minimal, so I'm wondering what
Yeah.
the like. I wonder what the like time span on like the season for it's going to be, because if it's like a 1 week thing, that would be okay. But the winner gets 10 SA coins, one of those SSR 5-star tickets, and 30 SSR treasure chests, which is kind
Give me
of
1 second, I'll be right back.
Oh,
What
it's so
about,
terrible.
what about the loser? What do they get?
It pretty much just gets kind of cut in half. Like you still get an SSR equipment ticket, but it's the level 3 one, and then you get 5 SA coins, 15 treasure chests.
I feel like SA coins need to be delivered out in 30 plus of batches because, like, if you don't 6 a unit, you're not 10 SA coins is like two super awakening. It's so
Yeah.
bad.
It's terrible, man.
Yeah.
They just need to stop the scaling from like 6 makes it easier. They just need to make it all the same amount to do, and that'd probably be a lot better.
Knowing Net Marvel, they're not gonna stop in the Super Awakening. Do you think the end is Super Awakening? No, there will be Super Awakening Plus.
They got an Ultra Awaken.
Again.
Yeah, there's gonna be an
Don't
ultra
worry,
awakening.
it's coming soon.
No, it's coming next year. What do you mean? It's gonna be the global anniversary marker. It's gonna be Ultra Awakening. Shaft yourself some more.
Oh
They need to
my!
do what I said like
Alright,
before and make the pink star that does like Super Awakening bang full SA6 done.
Yeah.
That would be such a good item because they've got the silver star, or sorry, the gold star, or whatever, for normal awakening. Just give us that. That would save so much like shit. Obviously, they're gonna make them super hard to obtain, but you can get them.
They would need to give those out whenever they give out the gold stars, like they're doing now. Like doing all of the special missions or like getting through an entire event to get a gold star, which you can already craft, is such a slap in the face.
Literally.
Yeah.
So if they make that star, or just replace the star that they're using now, that's like they've held it so highly regarded, and it's totally terrible now because you can make them so easily. So yeah, just replace the gold one with the fucking pink one. You're good.
That would make the most sense to me.
We're getting a free multi on this banner, right? The second banner, because it is part
Yeah,
of Part
we're
2
gonna
Global
get-
Anniversary. At least
Yeah.
we're getting a free multi. The rates are probably going to be abysmal, so...
3% as always.
You get a gold star when you're done.
You gotta
Hey man, I wish those gold stars were meant for the Super Awakening star instead. Like you just pop one of those in and just instantly SA6 a unit. That'd be cool.
I think that's what
Yeah.
he's saying. Is if there was one for like if it was a pink one, like a pink star token instead of a gold star, it would super
Yeah.
awaken your character.
That would be way more valuable.
Everyone
I'm
knows
gonna-
that slime is already leaked in the files, right?
Yeah, it's coming soon.
The devs are stressing so hard to try to tell people like, "Hey, don't worry, it's not anytime soon. Don't worry about it." And some part of me wants to believe that, but at the same time, you really can't trust anything they say because they could literally drop it next week and you wouldn't be able to do anything about it.
The problem is that the Elaine banner that they just dropped, it's just
It's so
They're
bait.
stalling.
Oh my
they're
goodness.
stalling people and they're trying to drain their diamonds because there is no income in this game except PvP, and that's it.
True.
You get three multis a week.
No,
Probably. Well,
No.
the logins from dailies, you get 30 at least from that week, and then on the
it's
reset
not
you
enough.
get to
It's not
60.
enough with the banners we're getting, with the pity system that we have, with the amount of dupes that we need, with the amount of super awakening coins that we need to have to use the unit, with the amount of cosmetics that we need
That's so much.
to get.
Yeah,
It's
team
so
investment's a little intense. Team
too much.
investments. definitely a problem.
Add on top of that when people are going to be so excited for the collab is going to drop, which is gonna drop eventually, you're not gonna be able to get the cosmetics. So the free-to-play's hope for any collab is to try to 6-6 a collab favorite unit, but they're still gonna be able to use the cosmetics for that unit.
Usually for those collabs, they only have one purchasable outfit per character, right? Because if I remember, Kyo had one outfit, as well as Terry, right? Those are the only two that.
It's always the SSR outfit too. You can't get UR cosmetics without spending money.
Yeah, but that's usually their 5th outfit, am I right?
Like forever.
Well, I don't think they always get a 5th. Like they don't always have like maxed out cosmetics.
True.
Nah.
That's true because
Because KF came back with new cosmetics.
Yeah, and they don't come back for like years, or like they won't be back until next year probably.
I think Rimuru has 5 cosmetics. Let me check. I have them. Right.
That'd be nice. I do think they should make more outfits.
You have it. The KF have it because they returned back.
The original like slime collab was like top tier because
because
there was ways to get all of the characters, or not all of the characters, but you could get like an extra character or two from the collab, and they gave all of the cosmetics out with events and stuff like that, so you didn't have to worry about spending money on it.
Real cosmetics were literally free to play. You didn't. He only has.
I mean,
4.
cosmetics didn't really serve a purpose back
Well,
then.
here's what I can give them props for. The holy relics for the KOF units were really easily attainable. At least they did that right. But the cosmetics, they could definitely improve.
Yeah,
I feel
but
like
why
collabs are not the most.
Why the first collab cosmetics were not behind paywalls?
Because
did they
back
start doing
then, that Marvel was less greedy, I guess.
Yeah. Because I'm pretty sure on Global you could get a free copy of Benimaru from the slime collab.
Yeah, I did pick Benimaru from the event.
I mean, I think it's too early to judge how good the collab's gonna be. I think we should wait and see what they do with it before we just kind of like throw it under the table as like, oh, this is a must get for free to play. Because they could surprise us. It's gonna be around the JP anniversary, so maybe they're more generous.
I mean, I'm gonna sell one for Rimuru.
Yeah.
So I don't think the KOF collab is like. I think that collab is actually pretty
that's
good.
not my question. Do you think Netmarble actually cares? Because right now, this is the actual anniversary for Global, and there is no event in the game. Don't tell me that the dog demon that you fight is an event, because that's not an event. It's a revamp from the same demon that they slap on every single event. That's not content. They even we did praise them. We did praise them back then when they allowed us to do the events infinite times, but they know because they don't have any content, they return the limit. Like, you only have 5 times a day that you can do this.
Wait,
I hate that they put that limit on there.
Yeah, I
That's
do
the
too,
worst.
because
They
it makes
put the
it.
limit back.
Yeah.
And the reason why they did this because they know there is no content, so they need to keep you logging in every day so you can play this at least.
The content right now is do this 5 times a day and do your mine thing, and then PvP, and that's pretty much it. Because most people are already done with the creature this week, because it's Wednesday. Yeah.
I don't think
just
that will be any different from KOF. You're gonna have new units with new cosmetics that's gonna be behind paywall that you're not gonna be able to get. And if you're gonna 6-6 any of these units, you're not gonna be able to use them in PvP because their CC will be very low and they're gonna have very low HP. So
the KOF collab had that little game machine thing to get the relics in. That was very good.
That's the only mode that he ever has for KOF, and all the other collabs had nothing. Attack on Titan had the Titan, and that's it.
I think
okay, I take that back. Slime had a really good event. The Ifrit was really fun.
They'll probably bring that back
the
then.
most fun event that they ever had in the game.
It was actually pretty hard when it originally dropped too.
Yeah,
you had to build up a specific character to try to use it, and it was pretty interesting.
I imagine they make a new event for slime for the Holy Relics, like they did with the maybe some great rework, and they just throw Holy Relics in there. But I imagine there's gonna be some content to do in collab. It might not be fully packed with content, but there's definitely gonna be something in there.
Yeah.
Someone asked me why I didn't build my Yagami that I pulled from KOF. I have him on 6th.
Dude, Yagami's been one of the most useless characters in a collab in a while. I personally have no use in him. Terry is actually halfway decent, and I think we lucked out a little bit because I didn't buy cosmetics for him when I maybe should have, but at the same time, he basically just fits right into the Bond team that has low CC anyway, so it's not the biggest deal in the world, but I don't know. Yagami has been just, like, you have to run him with Kyo. Kyo wasn't even rated up on the banner for whatever reason, which is ridiculous.
Because people are after Kyo.
Yeah, like they really shafted the old KOF units on that banner, which I guess they were like, oh, people want the new ones, but like that's a really dumb line of thinking. If if those characters are only available once a year on a 2-week banner, then you'd probably want them to be somewhat attainable.
They should have had all the same
I don't think Yagami is as bad as people say he is. Yes, he's definitely relying on like ignites, right? But like his kit overall is not. He's got co-destruction, which is pretty good. He's got an AOE ignite or infect, which is pretty good. His ultimate is kind of sucky though. Like his ult and his like reliance on Kyo is like where he kind of falls.
I tried to say he's like awful or anything like that, but he's definitely like underwhelming compared to like looking at some of the other characters
Terry,
from the collab.
Like comparing him to Terry, it's like obviously they care about Terry a lot more than Yagami.
Yeah, Terry's Holy Relic just did work.
Yeah. Terry is a festival level unit, where Yagami is more so like a holiday meme.
Holiday exclusive, baby.
Yeah, like he's like the dungeon Liz. That's his level right there. He is he's
my
kind of
issue
bad.
is not the character kit. That was not my issue. My issue is that I can't get cosmetics for that character to use it. Same thing with Kyo. My Kyo is 3-6. He has no cosmetics. I have him HP defense, maxed out on everything with the free-to-play cosmetics. You know what his CC is?
It's probably like
54.
probably like 56.
No, he's 59.
Okay,
that's not bad.
I mean that's a little bit better, but that's still pretty low compared to what you need it to be.
He has 2 head pieces. Like if Escanor touches him, he's gonna be wiped from the field.
Yeah.
That should not be the case for a very meta unit like Kyo. Like
I feel like as it comes down to the CC system being too relevant in PvP. Like the CC system is one of the dumbest systems that they have in this game. A lot of other PvP games do it in different ways for who goes first, but I have to say the CC system is definitely not a good one. I don't like it.
I'm not a big fan of it either, but then again, like it just people who benefit from it the most are going to be the ones that complain if it gets changed. So
but
if they're the big spenders, then Netmarble's going to be like, whoa.
Well, my problem with it is that it's because they don't. If they're going to make gear sets, all the gear sets across the board should have equal CC, so you don't have to change the way you build your character. Escanor is not an HP defense character, but people put him on it because he's got like nearly 66k defense, but he performs so much worse. It's like I want to see the game go where gear sets actually matter. Like gear sets should actually matter in this game, because like if you put HP defense on your king, he's going to do no damage and you're going to lose anyway, and that's because the CC system is so poorly designed.
Personally, I don't think it's too
I'm
bad.
mind blown by it.
I get what you're saying though, because like you want an attack unit to be an attacker, not just taking sponge and
HP defense just because you go first.
Yeah.
They should make. I feel like the best step they can do is make all sets, like 2-piece and 4-piece sets, just have equal CC, so you can experiment with your builds.
Gear is the only good thing about this game, to be honest.
Yeah, but it's just HP defense, attack, crit. You can't use anything else because the crit set has terrible CC. The lifesteal set has terrible CC.
There are units that you don't have to build them with attack or HP. For example, Milascula, she's on lifesteal. MK2 Valenti, it's crit resistance, I believe.
Yeah, but their CC is atrocious because of that.
Not really, because I can build Valenti with crit resistance, but with her cosmetics, and she's gonna be around 60k CC. Same thing for Tarmil on full defense, he's around 61. So it's not really that terrible CC if you're not going to build it the right way, with cosmetics, of course.
Yeah, the cosmetics are kind of a big kicker on that one.
Yeah, they give you a lot of CC.
Mm-hmm. What else was the next topic? Oh yeah, you seen the relics, right? The King relic. Elaine is also getting a relic.
Is it the new name Elaine that's coming, or is she new name, or is she just old name? I actually didn't.
The same winged Elaine, not the coin shop one. The red one.
Golden Wings Elaine.
Yeah.
Does she have good stats or bad stats?
She's okay. I know
I
Spirit have her maxed.
I have a quick question, guys.
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
think there could be a fairy meta?
They're trying to push into it. You can tell.
Helbram is making them very good. If you've seen Helbram Relic with Festival King, the Chat Festival King, it's a really good team. Spirit actually did make a showcase for the team in PvP. He destroys Bond with green Helbram.
I think all they need in that team, for instance, would be the second Fairy King as like a taunt support unit, or like maybe not support, but maybe like a taunt ult, like a taunt unit, kind of like Arthur, where his taunt takes away ult gauge, or something like that would be fucking sick to help.
No,
that team.
I want to get away from the taunt meta because right now it's just too annoying to play around.
It
I
is
want to
very
see less of it.
That's what they're going to stick with. You know it. You know that's what they're going to stick with.
Yeah.
Because Netmarble are annoying in general, so that's right down their street.
Yeah, but I don't know. The king meta or the fairy meta should be on its way probably in the next few months with the way they're pushing these relics out and these new characters out for king to get better because they're trying to obviously make king meta, but if the problem is Bond is too good, so these other subunits they're making is just not enough.
Say they do release a second fairy king.
But she's still not going to be like meta defying.
Do you know what the Relic do?
What would you think he would do? Or what would you want him to do?
No, it's actually there. Elaine's Relic, she increases all enemies' damage taken by 30% if they're under shock effect. So she helps Old Festival King with his AoE, and his AoE is gonna deal he's gonna deal bleed, and if you're gonna put Green Hendrickson in the sub, that's gonna deal more damage because he makes the debuffs. The debuff cores deal.
He tries to revive the team.
Damage. And I think you either put Gother or Zeldris on that team because for the debuffs, and Gother can turn off the blue cards. That could be a very good team against Bond because you're gonna have two blue units, which is King and Elaine. If you want to use Zeldris, if you even want to use Kyo on that team, it's gonna be really good.
Wouldn't it be better just to run Ragnarok Merlin, King, and because like isn't Ragnarok Merlin really good with King?
Yep. I already have her with the Relic. Let me show you.
Problem with this is this going to be enough to make Bond go away? Because Bond is never ever seeming like he's ever going to be like shoved into a closet. Like he's always just like hanging on, even when he's outmitted.
To anything you see, really, you know, he's always going to be lurking in the background, ready to pounce on you when you least expect it.
Yeah, when Diane dropped, I swear I faced Bond more than anything else.
I've seen Diane once.
Because Diane can't beat Bond.
No.
So what Ragnarok Merlin do? She increases all the enemies' damage taken from shock debuff by 25%. That works amazing with Elaine, and increases the damage taken by 20% if you're affected by shock. So that's gonna work really good with Elaine.
I don't know.
But I don't know if she works in the back though. You can use Merlin in the back because Merlin cards are not really that good.
My thing with the old king is that he's so squishy. Like he's arguably more squishy than Fez King, like the new Fez King. He can die in one turn. So I don't know how much it's gonna make him come back, to be honest. Like, cause like he's a big unit, but he dies like a little unit. I don't know.
I hate that they made Fest King very reliant on other units. Like that should not be the case for a festival unit, you know.
I mean, Bond is pretty reliant on his team.
No, Bond is not really reliant. I faced a player who was using Bond in the back. I destroyed his whole team, and his Bond came in, got the gold merge, and he wiped my whole team just with Bond. So
yeah,
Bond
but that's the same thing with Lost Vein, though. That could have happened with Lost Vein.
You can kill Lost Vein very easily, but you can't kill Bond.
Yeah.
If he merges and he proc his HP passive, you can't really kill him.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you think this OG?
Relic, I hope.
Do you think OG King's gonna come back though with this relic? Like, is he gonna be good enough?
I know Spirit is gonna make him work.
I mean, it's Relics we're talking about.
But I'm excited to see what he's going to do with the king, because I really like using old Festival King.
Yeah, the debuff is fun. Is it like what team do you think he's gonna be like really strong against though? Because like if he comes back with all these debuffs, then that means the Goddess team comes back to remove debuffs.
Let me go back to Elaine, the new Elaine. Hold on. So what does she do? I know the passive. So at the start of the ally's turn, apply Pitel. I don't know what the the passive actually do. Seems like a new effect.
Yeah,
But,
I think it is.
yeah. What does she do? It's like she has a Gother card, but it's an AoE. She turns debuffs and buffs, so she actually works really nice against the Goddess team. And she has a Bond healing card, the blue Bond card, the Festival Bond, and her ult. It's her release. Wait, is that same as King?
I think it's the thing that removes
Wait,
buffs
she
and does
actually had
damage.
she has the old Festival King single target, but it's an AoE.
Yeah, it's a
That's pretty
release.
nice.
I think she'll be okay. It's just hard to tell on paper. Because like the
Yeah.
thing is, you got to think she increases like her like relic. It's increasing your damage, not your stats. So I don't know. It's the wording that's kind of tricky to get around.
The fact that she can be used with New King and Old King is kind of a good thing.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. I feel like the team is still going to be missing something
The
though.
Wayne 2 has the same ult. I forgot.
You think they could possibly release like a new Glocks? I'm just trying to think.
Probably. I think it's
so.
very possible.
Definitely. They will definitely release a new Glocks at some point.
He
Yeah, of
needs to be
course.
a festival block so that works in the back.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. What could his moveset be?
I don't know. He's probably
Oh,
he's
yeah.
probably gonna be a Holy War Festa. So
Benz.
I think the Glock should have like his armor.
Yeah,
That would be cool.
Yeah.
that'd be sick.
I mean, it's very possible King's
Life.
fairy team becomes an actual reality in a few months.
Yeah, life.
I don't know if there'll be like Locksmy for JP's anniversary. It's looking more like a Sol Esterosa, but maybe
Oh, yeah.
after.
Not that big of an event like that.
Mhm.
But maybe he could have like Droplet of Life. That would be like a revive for or something, you know. So as your team gets, if someone does get one shot, then he just can revive them on the spot and keep like a Liz revive.
I feel like he's a pretty hype unit too, to be honest. I feel like
Yeah,
a
he's-
lot of people like Locksmia.
He's cool.
Yeah, Glock.
Show get him dirty, if you ask me.
I feel like he could be a really cool if they were to ever do it duo unit. You put him with Droll next to each other and have like an exchange unit. That'd be really cool. So you can rock Deanne on the team with Gloxiny and King and have like a duo switch between Giant and a fairy team, depending on what you want to try to go for.
Oh yeah, like
That'd be kind of cool.
Wait, do you think
Yeah, there's one champion to kill both of them.
Mean Helbrum would actually work with his relic? What does he do? He has Infect. It's trash.
Infect is good as long as it's AoE based.
What's his passive? Increase all heroes' HP related. Nah.
Nah, I
Maybe it
don't
actually
think.
would work. I don't know. With the relic, of course. I mean, and he's blue. So,
Yeah, but he has a mid kit.
yeah, it's just the cars are really bad.
Mhm.
You
I don't
it'd
think
be
the
a
fairy
new
team's
Glock?
gonna have a team yet. I think it's gonna be more down the road. I think they're working up into building a fairy team. Kind of like how they're trying to force the
They're
giant team.
weird because right now they're going into the fairy direction.
Yeah,
And
it
the
seems to be
JP
so.
anniversary is going through Starossa, Darkest Starossa, getting released for their anniversary. So, what are the plan? Like,
They don't have a
usually,
plan. They're just rolling with it, man. They're just
I
like,
I think they're just letting it flow, and whatever happens, happens.
yeah. There's not so much of a
I don't think you should expect a fairy meta, but I don't think you should keep it on your mind either. I think you should wait and see if it happens or not. Because to be honest, it'd be interesting, but I'm not sure if that would
very
be.
limited thing, though, isn't
enough.
it? Like, there's not many avenues it can go down for fairies. Like, apart from redoing Glocks, maybe another king down the line. Like, maybe
It would
like another. Or
I think it would be a very small set of characters, which is probably why it's not probably going to happen.
oh
yeah.
yeah, you brought something good respawn. Ragnarok King.
yeah,
That could be
Uh,
something.
yeah, 100%.
Would he be full wing or little wing?
Little Wing.
Yeah. I don't know. Would he even be Little Wing? Because
I don't.
He's little.
I think Ragnarok is between like season 2 and 3, right?
I think a
Ragnarok-
Ragnarok full Wing King would be dope.
Yeah, that'd be sick. But I think he'd be base king if it was Ragnarok though.
Yeah,
That's what
how
I'm
would
thinking.
King work there?
They could do.
Yeah.
I guess they could do both. Like nothing's out of. They could literally do both.
You could definitely do another like small wing king. That'd be
Yeah,
cool.
they should do small wings, in my
Small
opinion.
would be fine because he has armor as well, doesn't he? Small wing king has armor.
Whatever they
No.
release is gonna have the same cosmetics as the festivals because I can't afford buying another cosmetics. Please.
The armor I'm talking about there.
Well,
Yeah.
if it's a Ragnarok King, it's gonna be a whole new name King.
Yeah.
Because Lost Vein, Blue Lost Vein shares the same cosmetics as Lost Vein.
Yeah, but that's because they have the same name.
But they could do the small wing king thing. It's just a, like you said, a non-festival version of Lost Vein. He can just do a non-festival version of Small Wing King. Has the same cosmetics and shit.
Yeah.
They'd have to give them a stat update then. They would have to give them a big stat update.
Maybe just a buff. A nice buff would do. But yeah,
I think
But
we're coming
we
around
don't
that time
know
too,
what-
where they are gonna start. I'm hoping they just go back and buff old units like stats because
King is gonna
it's
have the
good.
high CC in the game after he gets the relic. Because him and the one both were the top CC units before the relics. And when the one got the relic, he became the highest CC in the game. And Old Festival King is also gonna be the same treatment, so I think he's gonna have a very high CC after he gets
think-
the relic.
Yeah, but doesn't Deanne have the highest non Holy Relic CC in the game? Like new Deanne,
Really?
isn't it like 65k?
It's melee.
something like that.
I thought it was Deanne.
That was on a live stream, wasn't it? It's like said like 65 point.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Deanne has the highest CC in the game
Yeah.
without a Holy Relic easily.
Yeah. Pretty sure
On
one
her
could get-
optimal set, I should say. On her optimal set.
Yeah,
Dark melee still. Dark melee
You know-
still doesn't have its 5th headpiece, keep that in mind.
yeah, he doesn't have a loss. Yeah,
Deanne has it. Melee second, oh my god. But yeah, keep in mind, Dark Melee doesn't have his 5th headpiece, so
Yeah, but you're not rocking melee and HP defense ever.
True.
I'm rocking him HP defense.
Are you
Like,
really?
he's
CC, I
it's gonna be
suppose.
so bad.
Sometimes.
He's not too bad. He's surprising. Like he does drop off a bit, but it's not like unbearable.
That's interesting.
65.5, wow.
That's a lot of CC. We're gonna be hitting that 70k marker pretty soon, which is gonna completely break the
I hope
game.
that's gonna be Ludo. I hope whoever gets
Yeah.
the first 70k CC would be Ludo because he needs the
Yeah.
CC. Please give him like 50k
Please,
and make his relic
OP.
trusted. Please. I invested too much in Ludo.
Yeah.
Relic, like all it does is gives him an extra 9k CC.
I imagine Ludo getting a Holy Relic pretty soon, right? Like Goddessless got
Yeah.
hers. Ludo should be next on the list.
I'm
mean,
excited
even
for Stariels too.
Even if they want to be really lazy with it, like they did with Roxy's, and not give him an extra effect, even
Yeah.
if it just gave him like a ton of HP or something,
big
like
stats, please.
I mean,
just want
please
66.
make it look cool, but come on,
Yeah.
man.
I don't even know what his what would his Holy Relic even be? Like, is it gonna be like a wrist like watch or something?
Maybe they would give him like
Hello.
a shield or something because he has a shield.
Gloves.
So, yeah,
Yeah, his gloves are his weapons in the game, so it would probably be some sort of fancy looking gloves.
Big gloves or something.
The fanciest gloves
he's-
you've ever
he's-
seen.
Like a really big CC boost.
He'll attach it.
And a really big CC boost and the extra 2 turns on his passive.
God,
I don't-
that'd be
You just want to
nice.
break. You just want to break him, don't you?
Shit.
God.
There's something that I don't like about the relics in this game because I thought that would be like Dokkan or any game that buffs old units. It will also buff the passive, but seeing Seven Descents doing the relics, they haven't touched any passive. All the passive stays the same, and they just give them another passive that's not related to the passive. So I don't think he's gonna touch
Exactly.
anything with Ludo, so he's gonna give them any other unrelated passive that's away from his CC thing.
Yeah, well, I guess they try to make it as like broad as possible, just in case another unit comes out. Because like for Arthur example, there's 4 different Arthurs that get to use his Holy Relic. So if they made it just good enough for one of the Arthurs specifically, then the other Arthurs would kind of suffer for that. So I guess they just try to make it kind of broad, so that way all of them can use it.
I don't. I honestly think that it's gonna redo secondary. I feel like because, like, for example, base Lilias relic only works on the one Lilia, so it makes me think they're gonna go back and make another holy relic for the other Lilias eventually. Like, they're gonna probably do more than one holy relic for each character eventually.
Pick one of them.
Just quickly running back to Ludo there, because you know I love Ludo. But maybe with his relic, just one quick thing. If, say, for instance, he doesn't out CC someone, maybe it has an effect if he doesn't out CC someone. So like, he has an effect when he does, and then that relic kicks in if he doesn't. So like,
That would be interesting, actually.
that could be cool. So like, for obviously,
What if it would work like the other way around? Like, if he gets out CC'd, he punishes the unit that out CC him by double lowering their defense, like 60%. So we can punish whales for having high CC.
Yeah, the only if, right? I don't think they're gonna base this holy relic off his passive because they're gonna make another Ludos in the future. It's gonna probably be something really like niche and random.
yeah,
So I wouldn't have your hopes setting to his passive at all. I would not have your hopes set
it
to
could be
that.
like some debuffs he chucks on instead. So maybe like chucks on 4 fucking. Well, no, because what does Ludo really do? It's like
He's a rupture AoE and a
Yeah.
secondary card that does nothing. Let's just assume.
maybe if he doesn't out CC a unit, he buffs himself.
That could be
I
cool.
feel like
For
I'd
every
be
unit
more
you-
down if they made his ultimate apply an AoE shield to his whole team because his ult's actually like if it was AoE based like
Yeah.
for his team, his shield would be good. But since it's
Yeah.
just him, his ult kind of sucks.
Ludo in the files. There's a new Ludo coming soon.
Yeah, which
So
is why I
whenever
wouldn't
that
hold
Ludo
your
gets
heart.
released-
I kind of
Does it
like the
have
sound of
a-
that though. If there was a if the holy relic made it to where like for each unit that he doesn't like have higher CC than, he gains X boost, and it's just like a buff that he has for a turn or two. That would be really cool.
Yeah,
So they'd
like,
have to make it to where every Ludo is based around that then, yeah?
God, I would love to
I
see
mean, not
that.
necessarily, because I mean, if it's a CC related thing for his holy relic, then I mean, everybody has CC, so it's something generic enough where it'll fit on other Ludos.
yeah.
As long as like yeah, I guess they like debuffs. So
And say the next leader is not CC based, but he's attack based. He gets out CC quite a lot. Then they
Yeah,
can
and then he gets a huge benefit from it.
Yeah. So like,
I mean, I'm down.
see all 3 units on the field, or if it's 4v4, all 4 units out CC Ludo, he gets 4 buffs of like HP or attack or whatever. Then he's just starting slapping everybody.
he'd be a very good free to play option.
Yeah, definitely.
Which I would like to see more options for, because there's not many free-to-play options right now for teams.
Relevant again.
Ludo disagrees.
Be good. Just throw it out there.
Yeah. Nothing much to talk about, like, the anniversary, because it's not existing. And
I
the
think
I mean,
people
at
would have
least-
been a lot more interested in the collab or the anniversary if it wasn't Deanne. Not that I don't like Deanne, I actually really like the new Deanne, but she just doesn't have that hype factor that people want in a 2-year anniversary unit.
Who would you like?
I don't think that's the case. I feel like just because because everyone already knows she's like a mid-tier unit, I think that's what really kills the vibe. If she was broken, I'm sure people would love her then.
It's
Like,
like,
I'm
I'm
not-
to Margaret. And just
I'm
give
not
her a
super excited about the new like Liz if we do end up getting like a light Liz. I'm not so excited about Liz, but light attribute would be really interesting to see, I think.
If the
I hope
JP
that Liz is
anniversary
free.
is another Liz, I'm gonna quit the game. I'm telling you here right now. If
Stop.
the JP anniversary is the light Liz, I'm gonna delete the game. I'm not gonna like.
Wasn't isn't the 1-year anniversary for JP?
Yeah, it was
was
Liz.
it Lost Vein or was it Goddess Liz?
Goddess Liz.
Lost
It was
Vein
a-
was a down celebration.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Liz is the anniversary, which scares me.
I think
Please,
it's going to be a
make it
Sola
good.
Sorosa because they're not stupid enough to make the same mistake twice.
Yeah, surely they can't do it twice.
These lacking hype characters. Do you guys know that the one Escanor made more money than Dark Melee and
Yes.
King combined?
I mean,
I'm
it's the one
surprised they
that's
haven't made a secondary the one yet since they made him so much money.
Do you know that the game is losing money every single month? Like it drops like probably the half.
Yeah.
They need to release hype characters. I'm not saying
like
the
they're
end
losing money right now.
I'm not saying the end is not hype. I'm just saying that it could have been released
Well,
in
that's
a
why.
download celebration.
Well, so that's why they did it for the global anniversary and not the JP anniversary.
Yeah.
They're trying not to run the well dry, man. They can't just keep releasing hype characters all the time, and then they've got nothing left. You know.
DAP anniversary is gonna probably be stupid hype though.
Respawn,
yeah.
you could have kept the melee, the dark melee, for the anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
Even
Kinda.
if it's not like a hype unit, if they would just give back more to the player
Yeah.
base and make it more friendly for players to just enjoy the game,
Yeah.
they wouldn't lose players and lose money because people
They need
would
to make it
they would be
easier.
willing to spend money on the game.
Of course.
I agree with that actually because like PvP right now is like it's so loaded with if you don't have a good team set to go second, you just lose. Like you have to purposely build these different gimmicky teams to survive the meta right now. And if you're going for these fast units and you're going second, they're not going to be performing nearly as good.
Yeah.
And
Unless
Deanne
you
didn't
get
change that at all.
guarantee, you're-
I was hoping Deanne would be the type of unit that would bring back this like going second is fine like meta, but she's not tanky enough.
No.
Yeah, as far as
She
I'm
needs a
concerned,
lot
if you go
more.
second with DN, she gets slapped.
She gets slapped.
Yeah. It's
her
unfortunate.
taunt
unit.
is just built different. It's
I
weird.
like it a lot. Like it's so interesting, and it can build up very nicely. But like,
She
if
feels
she
more
gets targeted
balanced.
too soon or anything like that, yeah, she's very balanced, I think. And like, you know, she can be a problem late game, but she's easy to shut down early game. Like there's definitely like a give and take to the unit that I feel like is very fair.
It's the red version of Droll.
Yeah, red droll would be really cool. I just think they need to go back and release the third attribute for a lot of the commandments. I think that the commandments are kind of hype units in themselves. Like when Zeldris came out, people were like, "Whoa!" But there hasn't been a new commandment come out in a long time.
To be fair, they just released a new Melascula.
Yeah, but
they're doing this with Derry as well. Like last year, Derry got released in Valentine, and now we got Melascula. And they did this with Zeldris as a festival, so they're gonna drop commandments every now and then. You're not gonna be prepared for a commandment.
yeah,
The only issue that they don't work in a team. Assault melee non-existing in the game. He needs help.
Oh my god, Deanne completely destroys Sawmill. It's hilarious how good she is against that character.
Yeah.
Deanne completely ruins him.
Hey, yeah, I need to see it.
It's pretty funny. But like if you have Cusack, then you can actually fight into Deanne. But not everyone runs Cusack.
Maybe we can get Dark Greyroot.
it's so weird that they just keep making the melee team like more and more like festival heavy. Like you need Festival Zeldris in the back. You want to have Festival Cusack up front. You want to have this. They're gonna end up getting rid of Chandler and put a new like festival unit in the middle, and it's just gonna be a full festival demon team. And it's gonna be really weird, but
What fest?
Not to mention one of the other units on the team is completely. It's just Sigurd. It's so random. Like why? he's not even like he's exclusive as hell.
You know who's
Yeah.
gonna save Assault melee? Diffused Demon, Diffused Cusack and Chandler. He's the one who's going to save melee.
God,
That
would be
or
nuts.
Assault Esterosa. I do think Assault Esterosa could bring back either Trading. He's either gonna make Trader Melee up superly like Trader Melee's gonna be so broken with Assault Esterosa, I'm imagine, or it's gonna be the other way around where they buff up the demon team. It's gonna be one of the two.
My idea, because the game is losing too much money right now, and they need hype characters to bring money back into the game wallet.
They should have did Merlin. I think Merlin would have been a better festival.
So
She's already-
it should be Estarossa, of course, but it should be Estarossa and Mael.
This
Like
is
a
the-
duo banner. That'd be
Yeah,
kind
it's
of
gonna be
sick.
two banners like Dokkan. And
That would be
I
really
know people are
interesting.
gonna be so pissed because two festivals at the same time, but trust me,
Well, as long as you have them on the same banner, you have the same odds to get them off the banner. So I
Oh
mean,
no,
I don't
was
think that
hoping to
would be an
in
issue.
I feel like they should be on separate banners.
yeah,
We'll do separate banners, most likely.
Like
So-
one banner is gonna have all the
I
archangels,
would
and
not
the
be too
other
high.
banner gonna have all the demons.
true.
Yeah.
If they do that, that would be. I wouldn't mind it, honestly. You're gonna have to pick a side. You're gonna have to go either with the archangels or
about-
go with the demon.
How about don't make them 900 banners? Make them like
450 banners.
Yeah, 450
400.
banners. Why not?
that
If they
could be
do
really
that-
interesting.
Give it back.
And then the pities could be similar to like the Matrona's banner, where you get to pick at like the 150 marker, and then like the 250 marker.
Yeah.
You can pick whatever commandment you would want on the demon like collapse. So you can pick like Dairy, Esteros, etc. And then the angel one would be the same thing. You pick whatever graces you want, and then you get to pick guaranteed pity. That'd be sick.
It's better because the amount of coins you need now is ridiculous. So just give us more. The 900 is such a high number. Especially, if you split it into two, like you said, that would be such a good... You still need to go 900, but you'd get 2 fests instead of fucking 1,
Well, they would make more money, too, because 450 times 2 would be more than 900, so in a way, they'd be making more money in the end, but it just looks more free-to-play friendly because the pity is a lot less... is a lot easier to get to. So I think it'd be really cool. I think that'd be a great idea. It's 450 banners with 2 festival units with selection markers. That'd be so cool.
Yeah.
I
They'll
mean,
make a lot of money if you do it.
That'd be the best banner ever.
We're
Yeah,
giving you ideas, that Marvel. Come on. We're trying to save the game.
PvP and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And like ban units each month, like Purgatory Bond, made it first
Yeah.
month.
I wish that would happen.
I wish they would
And
stop
carrying
running
for 1
Purgatory
month?
Bond.
Exactly. It will make teams more unique, hopefully.
I like that idea. 2 450 banners. That'd be sick. Because that's really attainable for free-to-play. Especially one of the units.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
basically the same festival banner, but you're just gonna go half rotation on this banner and half rotation on the other one, and you're gonna get both units.
Yeah, I
should
think that's
do
a
it.
great idea.
People would love the game back, but for some reason they don't know how to manage the game.
Yeah, we the players know. We should be the managers.
We're the one playing the game, not them.
Yeah.
I mean, they did that hashtag fix 70s thing, and that went nowhere.
It doesn't ever go anywhere. Never does. They don't want to listen to anyone. They knew what they want. It's our money. But like you said, quickly on that 450 thing, you could they could just choose if they didn't want the other character. 450 for one free-to-play player is so much better.
Mm-hmm.
That could help them out so much.
That way, even if you did have to just choose one banner, at least that pity's super easy to get before the banner leaves. But how long would these would these be technically fest banners or not? Because if they're not fest banners, they'd be gone in 2 weeks.
They'd have to be fast because
So you, yeah,
they've still got a month to get both.
month banner for 450 banner that is festival like that. I'm down as long as there's 2 of them at the same time, because then it'd
that's
be pick and
cool.
choose.
That'd be perfect.
Yeah.
The smart players would wait and see who's better, and then go for the better. Obviously.
Yeah, exactly.
Go for both. Both are festivals. You're gonna need both festivals.
Yeah, no,
anyway.
you get that. I mean, if
Yeah,
you're
but you want to 6-6 those units, so you're gonna want to go for one banner.
I'd go for both, if I'm being honest. I'm just here to collect at this point.
Yeah.
If they did that, let's say for example they do Esterosa and Mael on 2 separate banners, one dark and one light. I'm gonna 6-6 the Mael, but I'll also pull at least one copy, do at least one rotation on the other banner.
That would make the game more money.
Yeah.
And save them. And that brings me to the final topic of the stream. Of the podcast, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that Marvel doesn't... You said that they care, but do you think they don't care anymore about 7DS because they're working on Origins?
So
I think they
okay, I was gonna
I think
say
it's a tough thing there, because I feel like the people who work on the game and actually put time into the game and stuff like that, they probably care a lot, but it's probably a publisher thing or another department that decides pricing and business strategy and stuff like that. I think it just depends on what part of Netmarble you look at, because I'm sure there's people working on the game that love it and they want it to see it succeed, but it's not their decision on what happens in the game and stuff like that.
I agree. I feel like they're set to a schedule of what they need to release during a month. So they said they have this 1 month to plan out all the events, all the stuff, and they have to execute it. And I feel like they're not allowed to really go over or under. They just need to hit that marker so the game is just steady. And I feel like they should just scrap that idea if that's how they're doing it, and be more optimistic and throw more into these events, put a little more effort into these events and make them feel more lively, because right now these events feel kind of dry.
It's all been rushed. It feels rushed.
I don't think it does. I honestly don't think they don't feel rushed, because if you think about it, this anniversary is, yes, it's slow on events, but the execution of it is like, they got to put all the characters on the banner, which is like probably what they're spending most of their time on. Is like, what should go on these banners, and they're not really thinking about what should go on these events.
The simplest thing they could do for anniversary. Go ahead, Draken.
I said I feel like they put more effort into the story itself.
Yeah, with the high budget story, they really do.
No, it's not like that. Add a new difficulty for the story. Let us play the story again and give us the same rewards with a new difficulty.
Dude, that would be so many diamonds. That'd be like 3,000 diamonds.
That's like a no-brainer too. I feel like that's something very common that a lot of games do that this game just doesn't have. Like, it would be something so simple and easy for them to implement.
Would you go back and play the full story
a little bit on the story chapters?
I mean, I guess it'd be fun to relive the story with these new units.
That would be cool.
What I really don't care. This is the anniversary, right? So, the easiest events that are easy to add, like, it doesn't even require development because they're already in the game. You could just turn them on for the players to enjoy. Like, for example, it's the anniversary, so have stamina for gold dungeon. Brawl event where you have the passion to play brawl to get the chest. Whatchamacallit, the payback event when you summon and get back cosmetics upgrade and super awakening coins. The easiest things they can do, and they just don't care to add them in the game.
Whatever happened to the fever thing?
That's coming for JP.
For JP, only JP anniversary gets that. So whenever JP gets the anniversary, we're gonna enjoy that with them. But for global, no, we don't deserve this. It's not fair.
I mean, at least they gave global a good free banner this year. Like, at the very bare minimum, you just gotta log in and do the banner, which is good.
The only two good units on the free banner is Red Matrona and Ragnarok Diane, and that's
but you get one of them guaranteed no matter what.
It is kind of odd that they were. I mean, I get the theme of it. They were like, oh, like it's centered around Diane. It should be like a giant themed banner, but like a lot of the giants really aren't that useful anymore. So
their SSR coin feed,
and you can guarantee Ragnarok Diane as well.
Yeah, that was a weird one. I would have picked Ragnarok Diane at 600 over Matrona because I already have Matrona, and I find Ragnarok Diane to be an interesting character that I'd like to try out sometime.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope I pull a couple copies of her, but that's hopeful thinking because their rates. What's the rate of the banner? Like, what's the actual rate? Really? The last time they did this, wasn't it like a 7% banner?
Yeah, it was 7. Also, another thing. Why did they made the tickets, the free tickets, spread all over the month? Why?
Yeah, it does feel kind of long.
It's because that's how long the month is.
Because there's no content.
I feel like this is the preparation before we get something big, because I think like with this being a month long, the collab could be at the end of it.
No, I don't think so.
Or we're going either that, or we're going straight into another fest.
But that's surely not a fest.
I don't know. I don't.
Well, if the JP anniversary is in what, June? I think everybody's been telling me it's in June. I mean, that gives us a little bit of downtime. Hopefully, there's not another fest between then and there. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, but
I'm dying for a chemistry banner, bro. I am dying for one.
It's prime time for, I think, a collab somewhere between this banner and the next fest.
If not, it's gonna be catastrophe banner into the fest.
Like a collab and a fest coming soon, like for JP in the next month or so. I'd say.
I kind of hope we get another Ragnarok banner that has a decent unit for the deer, to be honest.
Chill.
Oh, for the deer, yeah, but the thing with the deer is that no matter what unit they bring out for it, unless the unit can change colors manually, it's going to be very inconsistent no matter what they do.
Yeah, well, like the bird has Magilda, and she's like top tier for the bird now. So we just need like a good unit that's exclusive for the deer. Not that I like that. I really hate the exclusivity of units, but.
Well, we are yet to have a light unit. You never know. The light unit could be classed as any color you need it to be at the time.
I think that's what I'm expecting from that.
Yeah, I was going to say, what if that light unit has a way to control the color wheel? So if you don't draw the cards you need, you can just reset the wheel of the light unit.
Well, I think it'll be more like the light unit will act as any color. So if like, I haven't pulled any red cards because my red unit has a taunt and I just haven't pulled the attack card, you can use the light unit in that slot to help progress the wheel.
That'd be a lot more consistent. It would make the deer probably a lot more fun.
Yeah, I think that's what we need, is just something to help progress the deer a little bit easier.
Yeah, I've never done the deer because I know I don't want to do it. I'd rather just farm my healing relics because the deer just looks like it's too like you're wasting your stamina on that thing. So I'm just getting the guaranteed 15 with 1,000 coin thing guaranteed. So I have 2 of those now. So I have another 28 weeks to go.
Yeah, the deer itself isn't like super hard, but it's very RNG dependent because of the color wheel.
Yeah,
we need
cool
that
concept, but poorly executed.
Really.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Just circling back quickly to like this celebration in general, they could have had. We just got the wolf, dark energy, Esterosa could pop in.
Yeah.
They could have done like a dark wolf boss raid that was like for everyone.
That would have been cool. They haven't done one of those like raid mechanics in a while.
Yeah, it's like the Titan and stuff. Could have had 10 people do it instead of like fucking, I don't know, 3 or.
Yeah, like they need something like that. A super hard boss.
Just maybe your guild can go up against it. So like you can invite say 5 people from your guild to kill this guy, or like 5 friends, and just something to get a bit of life back into the game, man, and can get people to play together more instead of just demons and stuff.
What was that event they ran during the KOF that was like that monster? You have to load with a bunch of people. I hate that event because people are hard to rely on. Like I don't like those events where you have to manually find people.
Oh yeah, I remember this one.
Yeah, I don't like those events.
I mean,
is that putting poo?
Yeah, it's tough.
So I was gonna say, if you have people if you're really close to your guild like I am, you'll have people to play these events with, and it makes it so much better because you can talk to them and voice chat, and you could just mess around with it. If you're doing it pretty much by yourself and you're just trying to get randos in it, it's not going to be anywhere near on the level of interest. You know what I mean?
That's why I don't want it to be a big event. I'd rather just be 1 or 2 people at most.
I mean,
yeah, I think the more people you have, it's already hard enough sometimes to get people to join the 4-man raids. You sit there and invite people over and over and over again. I think it's just because people do it on their own time, or there's various times of the day where the player base is more active and stuff like that. But
yeah,
I think 2 people is kind of ideal. The 4 people works to an extent because the units in the game are good enough to where you can do it with 1 or 2 people sometimes, depending on how hard the boss is. But
problem is everyone would just bring Trader Meliodas and just kill the thing in 3 seconds.
Yeah,
that's where you make the difficulty, or the health pool just obscenely high.
Then that'd be boring.
But not if it has loads of different gimmicks that each person needs to say it rotates the gimmick.
If you have to rely on other people, then that just insta fails because people are bad at following direction in these type of games.
And that's why you need good friends.
I'm thinking you're looking in a place that you don't want to go, but you just don't realize it there until we go there. You don't want to go down that route. Trust.
Or say you could have 3, 5, and 7, and obviously the difficulty scales as you choose your friends. So you can do it with 3 people, and it's hard, hell, legendary as it goes up. And
if you play Dragon Ball Legends, they have an actual raid like that where the boss have 5 billion HP, and everyone goes into that raid, try to take some of the HP, and by the end of the week,
but that's a duo event. That's with 2 people. You go in with 1 other person, and it counts as a big old worldwide thing.
It's solo.
That would be kind of cool. Just having more community events where people band together to sort of reach a goal.
That would be more understanding instead of having to rely on 7 people. Dude, 7. This is not Destiny, boys.
That's what I mean. You can do say just 2 friends, or even 1, 3, and 5. Then so you can do it on your own if you want to. 3 and then to 5, and obviously get better rewards that scale up if you do it with more people. So
yeah,
that's interesting.
It could be cool because then people would actually want to play for the 5 rewards because there's incentive to get these. Say you get I don't know, it'd be 200 SA coins fucking a pink star to SA6 someone. I don't know, and like
That needs to be a thing.
ultimate gauge coin, ultimate coin. So like any character can go up from 1/6 to 2/6 or 5/6 to 6/6. That would actually make people want to play the 5 because then all 5 of you would get that, and then you're just winning. You know, like it would play it, and people would play it.
They did add those for sure. I want the altcoin and the Super Awakening coin.
That's what they need to release these events. Oh, why do I need 5 people? And then they check the rewards. Oh Christ, that's actually really good rewards. So I need to get 4 of our friends to destroy this guy with me. You know?
Yeah, the rewards need to reflect the difficulty.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Then 1 would be like hard, like I said. Hell, then legendary, and 5 of your friends would like fucking OP box CC can all jump in and just farm the guy. Well, also not farm the guy, but do just get it done and get the rewards. You know?
Have the cosmetics for the actual boss. How about that?
It would definitely make it would like force the community to come together more, like to grow together more.
Yeah.
That's what we need. If the incentive's there, if the rewards are there, people will play it. You know, if it's good, if it's actually worth playing and doing, they'll do it. It's quite simple, really.
Do you
I think that's the biggest reason why people do it.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't, because the rewards are shit.
Exactly. I don't play anything because
I did it for the hammers.
The hassle of the fucking play, you know. Sorry, Chris, I'm sorry my language, but you know, it's
Yeah, I wouldn't mind good, fun, friendly like events that gave good rewards. I feel like that's the main thing people want, is just good rewards in their events, and that's what they're lacking.
Yeah, that's what I mean by it. Like, you get good rewards from something, it's worth doing. And if you can do it with your friends and everyone get the same rewards, then why would you not do that? You know, that sounds amazing, in my opinion.
They already do so many of these like small events. Like they do small events like every 2 weeks, every month, whatever the case may be, where you get just like the regular sort of rewards. So throwing something like a big event at us like once a month or something like that.
Yeah, or even every other month. Where
the rewards are really good, where that would be, you know,
that would definitely bring
compensate.
Not even compensate. That would just bring life to the game.
Yeah,
on the events. Like, I think that's a really good idea. It's just they need to make sure that they don't pull in Miss Marvel and screw the pooch.
Do different bosses every time, and they could even if they just reskinned it, you know.
It wouldn't be hard. Just use the 10 Commandments as their bosses. It'd be very, very simple. People love fighting the demons.
Yeah,
I would love to see more like big scale enemies. Like I like the ones where like, you know, it's the enemy like up on the wall or whatever, like the big Albion fight and stuff like that from the story. Like even if they did like story sort of bosses and stuff, like the big scale ones, like they feel a lot better to fight.
We should be able to fight the one that you use for the summon animations, like the big old white demon. That'd be sick.
His name is Albion.
Yeah, that's Albion.
Before, they could do the Demon King and the Supreme Deity as one of these bosses, where you'd get sick rewards on legendary mode. 5, like I said, 5 of you fight the Demon King, kill him, get the rewards, and then just
festival dupe. A free festival dupe.
That would be cool. Like a generic festival coin.
Coin for any unit.
Remember they said in their dev notes that they're going to add into, because they said they know that it's very hard to get dupes. Specifically for the collab characters. So they said that we're gonna make it easier for players to have a coin that can be used for any character that you have as a dupe.
Yeah, I'll mention that, yeah.
That'd be cool to give out. I think they should give out one of those every couple months.
Yeah, definitely. Like or what they could do is, like I said, they make this boss, and then it can be, say on the end of the month is Demon King, the next month is the Supreme Deity, and every time you beat that one every month, you get that reward. They need to give you way more rewards because the scaling of the game is getting to the point where you need ridiculous amounts of materials, coins, everything.
It's the Super Awakening coins that really get like people held back.
Like 100 SA coins every month with the pink star, or like not even a pink star, maybe just like the alt coin and the 100 SA coins. That would be enough for people to do it every month. You know?
Yeah, that'd be dope. Because
that kind of makes me like remember like how fun and like how much I looked forward to doing the old Tower of Trials each month, because it was a monthly event that would happen, and you would get so many Super Awakening coins and stuff.
Diamonds.
But they revamped it, and it's awful now.
Yeah.
They took it away. They didn't revamp it, they just took it away.
Yeah, I mean, true. They really did just kind of take it away and replace it with just like, oh, hey, you can do 3 new floors coming up this Sunday.
Yeah,
they got lazy with making it.
Yeah, they definitely need to kick up the super waiting coin and put the outplay. There's no coins. Like, we're dry. Unless you're pulling out SSR dupes, which a lot of free-to-play players use their SSR dupes for feeding into their actual units. It's just like you have no way to get SS coins.
Yeah.
It's gross. Because I pulled Fest, Deanna, and King. I could only max one of them because I'm out of coins. That's all I could do is just SA6 one of them.
So bad. That's what I mean. Like, they just need to make these little items like help people so much. Like we keep saying all about the pink star would be amazing, the alt coin would be amazing, and then like just be way more generous with your SA coins, because like SA coins, they're not like they just don't exist. It feels like in the game right currently for me. It's like why?
It's because you get an hourglass every 2 weeks. They should throw the hourglass in the grotto and you get one every week.
Yeah. It's such a big part of their game. It's such a big part of their scaling their characters, and they don't give any out anymore.
Yeah,
the way you try to farm them is diabolical.
Yeah, you have to summon.
I don't understand what their reasoning was behind making that a 2-week thing instead of an every week thing. Because they already had it as a 1-week thing for a while. Were they just like, man, players are just getting too buff too quick.
If they make it every week, you will need to summon to get SSR coins to feed them into the Super Awakening system. So it's a monetizing thing for them.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that a little bit, but if they would revamp the coin shop and make it actually worth buying stuff out of the coin shop, because you can't use SA coins in the coin shop. I mean, that would